What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny again. Oh, driving across Ohio, headed to Pennsylvania. They actually pulled me out of my normal dedicated area on a load, headed to Jonestown, Pennsylvania. Not sure how I get back, but we got a lot of Hershey that comes out of Pennsylvania that might get me back into this area. But I'm glad for the change of pace. I like going to Pennsylvania, and this place that I'm going is a place that I used to go all the time before I got on this crap dedicated route. So yeah, headed to Pennsylvania. Been kind of focused on other things, focused on my music stuff over the last couple of days. You know, the way the market's acting right now, there just ain't a lot to talk about, guys. Bitcoin, Ethereum doing real well. Had a nice run. They've come down a little bit this morning, but Bitcoin was up over 41,000 there for a while. You know, I'm up. What am I up in the cash account, the Webull account? I'm up about 14% on Bitcoin. I'm up about 13% on Ethereum. Up about 8% on that share of Tesla I bought. M1 Finance kind of took a little bit of a hit and was only up about 6%. But everything that the M1 Finance holds is up in the pre-market this morning, so that's good. Overall, just like I've been doing, I'm just kind of waiting on a lot of stuff. Still confident in it. There's a lot of earnings coming out this week. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a truck driver driving across the country researching and trading stocks, and I will not be held responsible for any moves you make in the stock market. Not ever. I am not your mama. Do your own research. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and join the fucking Patreon down in the description to support the channel and to help us build the M1 Finance account. Sorry about all the beeping. I've got an issue with my truck. The radar sensor is giving me a hard time again, so I gotta get a PM here in about 8,000 miles, and at that time I'm going to try to get that radar sorted out. But yeah, so you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum doing real well, Tesla doing real well for me, Enphase back in the green, and waiting on a lot of other stuff, guys. I've been kind of focused in on what my next purchases are going to be in the music area. You know, I talked in one of the last couple of videos about how that's one of the things that I still allow myself to spend on is music equipment, because even though I'm not using it right now, I only use it, like I only play with it when I'm on home time. A lot of it stays at my bass player's house where I do a lot of my recording. But, you know, when I come off the road, I'm probably going to have much less of an income. And so I'm trying to build up all of my music gear so that when I come off the road, I have everything I need to write and record music on my own, or even to, you know, record some other people. So that's one of the things I still always allow myself to spend on. And I've pretty much got my guitar and amp sorted at this point, even though there's one more guitar that I want. And I'm about to start focusing in on my effects pedal board and getting that exactly where I want it. So I've been doing a lot of research and thinking about, you know, how to get that sorted out and exactly where I want it. And that's, you know, been kind of keeping my mind occupied over the last few days. That's why there hasn't been a video. On top of the fact that there's just not a whole lot to talk about right now. Like, I don't want to be recommending a bunch of stocks, because you know I like these growth stocks, and growth is getting really beat up right now, and I'm just holding on to what I got, waiting for it to come back up. Looking for a place to get out of some stuff in the Roth. It's possible, depending on what Bitcoin does over the next, Bitcoin and Ethereum, depending on what they do over the next couple of weeks, I may sell the grayscale positions that I have in the Roth. You know, that the Roth is all for shorter term stuff, but I have a pretty sizable position relative to my account size in the Webull on Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are for long-term holding. Right now in the Roth, I need to try to eke out some profits where I can and get my numbers back up while I'm waiting on some of these growth stocks to come back. I apologize for the lighting. It's morning time and I'm headed east. It's the worst time of the day to be headed east. The sun's just right in my eyes. I can hide behind my GPS a little bit, and it helps until, I don't know, for another hour and a half or so. But yeah, that's about it, guys. You know, I'm focusing in on where I might invest in my music gear, and you know, I'm on this week. I had a really small paycheck, so Friday we'll be back on track, and I'll be starting to get ready to dump some more into the Roth to try to get to that 10,000 mark, and I'm starting to think about what I'm going to do as far as the second Roth. I'm starting to now decide that I may not use M1 Finance, although it does make it really easy. I just really don't like that it only buys at 8:30 in the morning or 2 p.m. Like, I really don't like it. And the other thing about that is that it doesn't buy exactly at that time. And that just seems fishy to me, guys. It seems like if I said it's going to buy at that 8:30 window, I want it to buy at exactly 8:30. Because if it doesn't, then it makes me feel like, well, they're going to tell me they bought it. If it goes up some, you know, they'll tell me they bought it at 9 o'clock when really they bought it at 8:30, and maybe they keeping some of that difference. I just don't like it. I don't like the way that works. So I'm thinking about, I have determined that I can make a second Roth IRA in Fidelity. And I may go ahead and do that. I may just go ahead and start a second Roth IRA, the same place where I've got this one, and use that one for long term. I'm leaning in that direction. So, yeah. We'll just see how it goes. That's the direction I'm leaning now. I'm leaning towards just going ahead and having a regular account, not worrying about all that M1 Finance shit. It does make it easy to set percentages and stuff like that for smaller deposits, but I just don't like the way it buys. I don't like that I can't, hey, this one went way down during the day and I can't like catch that. I don't like that. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna get off of here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your support. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave me a comment below, and join the fucking Patreon. Join the fucking Patreon. Join it. Thanks for watching.